Okay, before I get on with this, part 6 had some broadcasting issues, and I'm gonna piece together a video just to put on for part 6. It's gonna come a bit later than this live stream. That way I can still get the story missions in, and it will kind of show what I did off screen, like leveling up with Ace and all that. Or Omar. Don't think I'll see him as Ace. The audio's not good. Welcome back. Full glad I am to see you safely return. Tell me how fared you on your sojourn in the 12 Woods. To the Libera's minion, and they sought to measure your strength, but by their own admission. The devil taunts us. It is beyond doubt then the Ashians have begun to move in earnest. With that we knew that would end. Yet I will not bemoan our plight. Thanks to your tireless effort, we are at least aware of the encroaching darkness. Alas, we can only do so much. It is clear to me now that the Scions are too few to protect the realm against this threat unaided. We must needs alert the three nations to the presence of the elusive enemy, and recommend that they heighten their vigil. There is no shortage of mystery in this world that the Ashians might exploit. We have an enduring struggle ahead of us. Yet come what may, we must not allow ourselves to become lost to hope, for that is precisely what the enemy desires. We have gleaned all we can from the information available to us. Let us set this investigation aside for the present. Another matter has arisen that requires your attention. Let me know when you're ready to be briefed, and I'll summon the others.
The Maelstrom requests our assistance.
Concerning the kobolds they sent such copious notes on, I presume?
Yes. And no. It has more to do with their findings, which portend a peril far greater than any beast tribe.
What sort of peril?
The worst kind. A tribe of kobolds in the vicinity of Limsa Lominsa has reawakened Titan. Our task will be to slay the Primal. The Maelstrom have sworn support for the endeavor. They are no strangers to the havoc kobolds can wreak.
Years before the Grand Company's reformation, two primals, Leviathan and Titan, chanced to converge upon the sea wall, wreaking untold devastation. There, by the grace of the Navigator, were the mercenaries Merlwyb hired able to fend them off. Yet it did not take long for the beast tribes to regroup, and they summoned their primals once more.
Thankfully, their second coming was decidedly short-lived, but that is beside the point. So long as tormented souls will them to exist, the realm will never be rid of primals.
The Maelstrom has kept a watchful eye upon the beast tribes, and the kobolds in particular, ever since. Which brings us to the matter at hand.
Unlike Ifrit, we know scarcely anything of Titan. Unfortunately, the only force known to have bested him, the modestly named Company of Heroes, disbanded 5 years since, and mercenaries are not in the habit of keeping chronicles.
Expect the worst. The Maelstrom's help is of course appreciated, but even if we had their whole armada at our disposal, we could still find ourselves overmatched. A pity the kobolds lack the gentle sensibilities of the sylphs. A peaceful resolution would be more than welcome. The Echo will not avail you this time, I fear. If you are to survive, your steel must needs speak for you. No one would think you a coward were you to decline.
So you will
I would've.
accept?
Definitely not. Okay.
Thank you.
We can't very well send her to Limsa Lominsa without Y'shtola. Can we, Minfilia?
May I ask that of you, Y'shtola?
I never thought it in question.
Ever reliable. Very well. We will spare no effort to win victory. You may count on the full support of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and all not afield will aid the fight from afar. Thancred, Ida, go to the Grand Companies. Tell them of our plight and solicit their support. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldessian, and Alphino if you would. Papalymo, compile all the information we have on Titan, little though it may be. You will be apprised of the tactical situation when you reach the Sailor's Ward. Provision yourself for the journey. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
I'm guessing he's a giant rock by the name. This is actually my first time taking the ferry all the way there. Usually I just teleport. It looks less like a ferry, more like a whole battleship. Could take for a cruiser. Muggy. I'm gonna stop reading your comments now. No, absolutely not. I'm done with you, Mikey. Absolutely done. With what transpired at Continue 5 years ago, I didn't get private. I don't mean the moon cracking open on the Thrice Primal Rain. Ace isn't on right now, Muggy. Oh, he's spamming me with just like comments. Just come in the party and just make a party and invite me, Muggy. A bit easier to tell, I reckon. What I'm wondering is how knowledgeable you are with regards to the aftermath of the Eurasian Alliance software to settle and the jointly administered region of the foreseeable future. Waste of time, money, and men will say what is the value in the country class A. That's the story to which most folks been privy. The truth of Okan's been a fair bit different. In case you ain't yet in the know, the Primal Rampage laid bare their alien ruins, which no one ain't even the slightest inkling existed prior to the calamity. It didn't take a bleeding genius to recognize that we found something important, and that we refused to let it fall into the wrong hands. The power that we declared that we protect and study the ruins together, and so we did until now. Nessimos, Ul'dah, and Gridania have all formal asserted to claim to the territory. The time for talk has passed. The time for action has come. That being said, we'd be a sorry excuse for it unwise if we let this one issue divide us. So while there'll be fine, it'll be in accordance with the rules. All hostilities shall be confined to the dispute territories, and engagement shall be fought to submission, not death. Remember that when you're on the front line, private, be a man within a element of his life, if you must, but see that it goes no further. You'll be joining the fight warriors. A soldier with your talents would make a tremendous difference. What's more, you've been doing with the nation a great service. At least speak with our men at the airship landing before you decide on the way to or the other. Think of it private. That's all I should add. Didn't need to read that, but I did. Let's see what Muggy's been spamming me with now. Your cat is outside? The private sent word that you were on your way to business end. It is as we told the attendant. The Cobalt have once again summoned Titan. A little over a moon ago, we began to observe the Beastmen moving south in increasing numbers from Gilmore. Our scouts subsequently confirmed the object of their aggression. Crystal, for the failed primal. Admiral. Thank you, High Commander. You may leave the rest to me. Your deeds bring glory to the Maelstrom, Private. Right proud am I to call you one of our own. Forgive the lack of forewarning, High Commander. The Admiral wished to address her personally. We are no strangers to conflict. Long have the Sagan and the Kobolds plagued our lands. Nor is this the first time we have had to address a common threat. In the past, the Titan rose to threat the peace. It was to the company of heroes we turned, but they are long disbanded. We must look to other brave souls blessed with the strength to face this foe. So it is that we turn now to the Scions of the Seven Dawn, confident in the beliefs that we are Limsa's best hope. Okay, let me turn on event settings. Display. Okay. Ugh. Melon Lord. I hope that you are right. Yet this situation is far from as simple. The Kobolds are not prone to unprovoked aggression. Did not the Valsacre make a pact with the Beastmen that each would keep to their own lands, and that no blood would be shed? And was it not the Limsons who violated this agreement, dissatisfied with their law? Shall we then condemn the Beastmen to defending their homes? Even a private must one day reap what she has sown. I would advise you to choose your words with greater care, Lady Yerstel. Stand down, Commander. She has the right of it, and the wrong is mine. Freely do I claim it, yet it makes little difference. Remorse will not shield us from the Titan's wrath, or would you have us fall upon our swords? My apologies, Admiral. The safety and security of the Blue is a signatory are, of course, of paramount concern. Oh my gosh. Now I got two people in there. Already we have observed disruption in the flow of ether. Further inland, the effects will be felt here in the city ere long. I ask much of you, I know, but the need is great. I trust I can count on you, Private. Indeed, it is. You have my thanks along with the full support of the Maelstrom. I await good tidings. It's two, technically. That's the Kobolds should summon Titan demonstrates they are no longer admiral to negotiate. This being the case, we must be prepared for conflict before we meet Titan in the field. However, it would be wise to learn we can all we can of our foe, and I can think no better source of information than the mercenaries who defeated him once before. The company of heroes may be no more, but several of the former members are still alive. It is said that one of them is employed at the Grey Fleet Mills in Laura Nasri. Quite why a mercenary should choose to become a miller, I do not know. When you find him, mayhappen you could ask him for me. I, meanwhile, shall seek his fellows. Oh, now y'all have engaged in conversations among yourselves. Not that one. Okay. Suplex it. It's probably the equivalent of having a monkey in the party. I don't even have a suplex. I'm not gonna question that. I'm not singing either, so y'all can, you know. Alright, I can help you on Destiny 2 later. You gonna say something, Ventura? Or just keep staring, eh? You want to know about the Company of Heroes? Price of bleeding fame. Can't a miller mill in peace no more? Still see as you have come all this way, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to oblige you. Consider yourself lucky. Last. Oh, Edgerton was the company's best axeman. Now, what was it you wanted to know? I'm not singing. So you wanted to hear the tale of how the Company of Heroes bested a Prima Donny. Let me guess, you mean that Titus he? Oh, if only you'd been there to see it. That's like 5 months from now. 'Twas a mighty struggle like the legends of old. Me and the boys fight for 3 days and nights we did. The ground trembled with every step Titus took, and when he hit Ego, it felt like a cannonball to the gut. Just like that. Oi, what's with that look for? I'm so I am I am a hero. I have, you know, the people around here singing my praise. Don't tell me you only care about learning the secret tactics you use to be Titus. Well, too bad, because now I'm not feeling charitable. If you so desperate, then why don't you make a favor and kill those rats? They made a nasty nest by the windmill just south of here. You do that and then we'll talk. Hold on, Muggy, I'm coming. Oh my gosh, Muggy actually sent a party the right way.
What's up, loser?
Ah, Muggy, go away.
Actually, I have to admit, who is this cunty melon? Let's do this.
We all know who's the Melon Lord.
Definitely not.
Oh, there it is.
Yes, I will join you now.
No,
Sing.
I'm
Yes.
not singing.
Yes, you will sing.
When have you ever heard me sing, Muggy?
I have.
Never, Muggy.
Inside your closet.
What?
Nothing.
Muggy, are you inside the closet?
No.
That's not a confident no.
Me
Yeah, so
and
VCs are dead. Are they? Nice workmanship. Save me the hassle of never mind.
Yes, we should make this.
The fact that you can read this, Muggy, is just... But you're still asking about how we beat Titans? I don't know, Ventura. It was a pretty risky strategy, the kind only a veteran of 10 score battles could rely upon.
Nice, I'm gonna play Fall Guys.
Okay, play some Fall Guys. Blue can probably go and play some Fall Guys with you then. I want to teach you, I truly do, but unless you prove you have what it takes to face that, it can't in good conscience tell you.
Who are you talking to?
I'm reading Muggy, and Blue is saying she needs to download Fall Guys. At the
I'm
very
sorry, I just wanted
least,
to hear my voice.
okay. At the very least, you need to be capable of slaying, say, a Gubu. Come to think of it, that ain't a bad idea. Them creatures having a taste for the flour milled here, so you ought to have no trouble finding one in the vicinity. Of course, I ain't asking you to cut down quick as a skilled axeman like myself. Any road, why don't you try heading down due west and standing looking out cause a guru comes calling,
Oh shit.
slay it, and I might consider telling you more about old Titus. Just running errands for this dude. Oh, wrong one. I don't know. I haven't downloaded it. Monkey, did Fall Guys take a lot of space?
Not really. It's free.
No, not that it's free. Does it take a lot of space?
I'm gonna check out right after I win.
Right after you win.
Motherfucker!
How do you know you're gonna win? You might lose.
Because can't eat the melon on this one. Fuck! No! That was so close.
Oh, no, not really. It takes less space than Destiny 2,
7 GB.
honestly. But it is a pay-to-play game, because, you know, I have to pay a subscription for 30 months to play this game. 30 days to play. Good gosh, I can't speak. That just completely went over my head.
But it's only for 30 days.
What? No, it's like $12 for 30 days to play this game I'm playing. Then
So the Final Fantasy requires a subscription.
to play, yeah.
You have to pay $12 a month.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's more of the standard, though. Yeah?
So is there a way to like just not pay that subscription?
You don't know. Didn't think he had it in your interest, so you took forever in a day to get the job done. I'm still not sure if I should tell you our secrets.
No, I did not.
So, as I was saying, I still don't know if you got what it takes to face Titus. Maybe if you slew it.
I'm getting bored.
You are here drinking again? If you are, that you had better be dead. Oh, it's dead, Chief. You have my word on that. Cleave the beast's skull in two with my trusty axe I did. Is that a fact? And what will your friend here say if I ask her? She'll vouch for me, of course. Ain't that right, friend? Tell me true, was it Trachtum who slew that Gugu, or was it you? Chief, what are you saying? It was me, Trachtum, the finest axeman
What
ever
are you
to
saying?
serve the company of heroes. The legendary mercenary who slew that Titus. Titus who sevens is Titus. Some primal you fought in a drunk sudden dream. Company
Yeah.
heroes slew Titan. You bloody half-wit. Hey, well, see, Titus was what me and the last used to call him. That's the biggest load of I've ever heard. Both of you outside, you'll learn the truth of the Lunacy's way. Totrum, if you didn't slay the Guru, you may consider your contract revoked. Shame. Yeah, you do have to pay to play. I'm not joking. Yep. I'm gonna give him Melon Lord. For the first one to smash that.
Yeah, who is this Melon? He looks.
I don't even think about trying to kill him. See, we picked up these buggers, nothing I like them. How do you know he's handsome? You don't even see yourself.
No. I think he knows.
You think he knows? How do you know?
I don't know. I think he just knows.
Wonder how that still hit me.
Learning son?
Oh, I'm not gonna throw this moment time. Oh, dang it! Oh, you can select difficulties? No, it won't do that. I'm gonna take it normal. I just didn't notice the bomb at there.
You are really dying a lot,
I just died once.
so you admitted it. I didn't even know you died.
I said I died.
Ha, I'm dead. Oh, how old is this Final Fantasy?
A few years, I believe. You asking questions I do not know.
I have a question. Why are you attacking a rock?
It's just a mission.
And why is it taking you so long?
Well, I got completely wrecked by a bomb last time.
Got wrecked by a bomb.
Yeah.
Right. Like, did the rock throw it at you, or did you just like die?
No, the person I'm competing against put a bomb down.
But I swear, who is this anti benevolent? I just want to know.
Alright, admitted. I lied about being in the company heroes, but I'm begging you, Chief. Please don't dismiss me. I've learned my lesson on this island. Save your blabbering control. Guys, I should have known. Mercy, please. I didn't want
Why
to
is
deceive
he
you,
not
I
wearing
swear.
pants?
I don't know why he's not wearing pants. I swear
should be
it's
wearing
just that kept getting turned away by all the folks I asked for work and I panicked. See, the last job I had was Costa del Sol, and there was this Grizz moderate, everyone treated like royalty. When I heard he was a captain in the company of heroes, I finally understood why. I wasn't being serious when I said I was one of them, but you want and believe me, so I look, his name was Wyskid. Well, alright, Wyskid, he'll tell you how to defeat Titus or whatever that thing name is. That's what you wanted, ain't it? So come on and tell the chief to forgive me. It's only fair.
Don't mind my birds.
I'm gonna completely mind your birds.
Now you see you made them sad. They're crying now. Thanks God.
It didn't make no one sad but you, Mikey.
They're depressed. The tears from their eyes are coming down.
Are both of them crying now?
No, just one. Gosh, she's crying. Grass long. Okay, I think I might consider killing them, but I won't because I know that's wrong. But
Mikey, you on
Yeah.
camera.
What? Like this one person here, including me, so that's you.
It's still recorded and posted on YouTube. It's animal cruelty.
It's fine, dude. Yeah. In all honesty, I wouldn't do that. I might consider it, but won't.
You might consider it?
I mean, I can't consider it because they're super cute. So yeah.
Yes, because of guilt.
He killed that.
Oh, okay.
Just ignore that.
Blue wants to see your birds, Muggy.
Who?
Blue, Nora.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I could send a picture.
I must slay him, Captain. The people of Lumensa are depending upon us. You fancy yourselves heroes then? I just like just like in the tales. But not as quick to judge as long as
Okay, you make your stream less annoying, I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay, thank you, Muggy. Be not so quick to judge, long have I labored for the well-being of you and yours, and must associate here has bathed in Ifrit's fire and lived. She's blessed with the power that protects her from primal influence, thus was she able to lay low at the Lord of the Inferno. We know full well the risk and have taken all possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge of how to enter Titan's lair. Pray be so good as to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way. A woman who can't be tampered, useful, but it will not be enough. It is true that the company of heroes fought and felled primals, but each victory was brought with the lifeblood of a brave men and women. And Titan was the worst we faced. We defeated him in the end, but he took from us some of the very best. Even if you possess the power you claim, I have no reason to believe you will succeed. Believe what you will, we must try. Though our lives be forfeit, we will not abandon Lumensa to the wrath of the Titan. You are passionate, I will grant you that. And you deserve better than the greeting I gave you. But I will not send you into Old Grahamos on the whim. To be plain, I do not wish to see you give your lives in vain. At the very least, I must have assurance that you are mere than common adventurers. I oversee the security of Master Gingju's estate. Perhaps you can demonstrate your abilities by attending to one of our EGOS, man. Have you heard nothing I've said? We have not the time to perform trivial tasks. The enemies at our gates. Do you imagine words can sway me? Do you imagine words can sway me, girl? If you dislike my conditions, then you are welcome to find your own way into the Old Grahamos. Though it pains me to admit it, I fear we have no choice but to acquiesce to the man's demand. Yet, much remains to be done if we are to best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake this task alone. I will use this time to see to the remaining preparations. Leaving the dirty work to others, are we? Very well. Pray do whatever this good captain bids. However trifling, remember the fate of Lumensa hangs in the balance. Getting used to saying that word, even though it's pure torture to read.
Hey Wolf, just curious.
No.
What does kawaii mean?
I think cute.
Ah, yes, they are super kawaii, I guess.
Mikey,
It's
birds.
slightly annoying.
Master Genju's requests can be more demanding than you realize. Before I set you on your true task, I would like to verify that this won't be a waste of my time. A Nyx has recently been seen prowling the beach to the east. As you can imagine, my master does not want large, slimy creatures anywhere near his lands. The beast is cunning, but you should have no difficulty lowering it out with hearing. Slay the Nyx and return to me. Oh, and don't forget to bring me a leg as proof of the kill. He just wants to eat Nyx legs. I'm guessing that's what it is down there. Nope, that is something completely different. Oh, it's a frog. That was fairly easy. Can I swim? Oh, there is swimming in this game. What did you deal with the Nyx? Lest you know me overcautious for testing you in the way, you should know that we had an incident not long ago. A foolish young boy was dismissed for lying about his past. He claimed that to have served in the company of heroes, but I knew for a fact he did not. Anyway, now that this busy work is finished, I shall give you a challenge as befits of your talents. Two highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Costa del Sol in the near future, and Master Genju wishes to welcome them with an elaborate banquet. But while money is not object, not everything Master Genju desires can be so easily purchased. It is to be an extremely exotic feast, so your mission is to seek out and obtain the rare ingredients of our shelf. Naturally, such fine dining must be accompanied with a suitable wine, and by suitable I mean the very best there is. That, however, can't wait for the time being, as I believe you have enough on your plate as it is. It will be long and arduous journey, but you need not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live, and they will guide you in your quest. For the first ingredient, I would have you travel to the South Trial and speak with Lendril at Camp Tranquil. What do you mean to not tell me that you cannot afford to waste time as your associated? Venture, if you have not the endurance to complete this mission, how do you expect me to believe you can outlast the Lord of Crags? Either do it or do not. Don't. I have work to do. That's not where I wanted to go. I've never actually been there before. He's getting destroyed as it is. Request assistance of interest, so this is the one who challenged Titan. I didn't expecting you. The ingredient you seek is the egg of a giant Animastaurus. The method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nest. Of course, simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in the attempt. Will I help you get it? You assume me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. From me, you will receive only information. What you do with it is your choice. Let me be clear, this business between you and me and the captain must remain a secret. See, I don't regret my time spent in the company in the slightest, traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them. It was all jolly good fun. Alas, Gardenians are by and large an unforgiving lot. Dato here being a rare exception. I've had to go to great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen with no taste for drinking, gambling, and all the other activities I dearly miss. So understand that if you ruin my little charade by wagering your tongue, I will fashion a noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heaven spear. Well, what are you waiting for? That's a perfectly good egg in a nest to the east of here, just right for the taking. Not that I expect you to live long enough to claim it. The mother never strays far from the child, and you will surely be attacked the moment you lay hands on the egg. There will be other heroes. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest, or your corpse will rot in the swamp. Wow, you're just a vindictive little crap, aren't you? We're gonna pick up that dress. Check about clean see if you be correct assuming that you have your own trusty steed. I thought so. Now tell me, is your bird battle trained? If not, you might consider seeking advice from looking over the bathroom methods. The Ishigami native is something of a prodigy in all matters concerning a fine feathered friend. He should be able to help you attain grateful affinity with your bird. else is in the Central Shroud. I'll do that later then. Oh, you hopping on now? Alright. That you might have good sense to leave this place. By your continued presence, I take you intend to preserve to the bitter end. Haha, such bravery, such recklessness that will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me. I will see that it gets to the captain. You should make haste to the southern downline. In Forgotten Springs, you will find a man named Uda. Now, he will be your next guy. Safe travels. Nugget. Oh, okay. Before that, let me go to the Central Shroud and do this. Greatest victory, is there something you need? You wish to have your chocobo trained for in combat? This is no small request you made. Riding your bird is one thing. Asking it to take hers in your name is quite another. I would train your chocobo, but on the promise that you will never unduly expose it to danger. Do I have your word? Very well. To begin, you will need a bunch of gosh greens. You have my leave to pick one fields yonder. Return when you have it. Have you acquired the greens? Superb. Then we shall get straight to it. Doubtless you already know this, but chocobos have highly fond of grass greens. They love the leafy vegetables so much, in fact, that they will completely forget their fears in the face of danger. Thus, by feeding your bird the greens, you can prevail upon into a fight beside you. And then, once called, it will be up to you to direct his actions as you see fit. You will find that your chocobo innate response to a number of general commands. Give your bird an order and it will act accordingly to the best of its ability. This is simply yet effective methodology we was developed by a Fortem's family on the foremost house of the in Ishgard. And that concludes your lesson. Of course, this is enough to merely hear about practice. Once one must venture forth and attempt it on yourself. Summon your chocobo with a bunch of grass greens, and together make you your way to Sora Heaven and brew Zizzle the Prowl and the area out to be a suitable challenge for you and your companion. Put down 3 of them and return here. And lastly, by the way of advice, I recommend you keep an ample supply of grass greens on your person at all times. Our residence vendor will be able to provide you as much as you can carry. It's a chocobo race? Inside? Maybe inside. I guess I have to unlock it later. Ah, here it is. Okay, it counted. Oh crap. Oh crap. Truly thought that fall damage was gonna kill me. And then, tell me, how did it feel? Was it surprisingly reassuring fighting with your feathery friend? Your Choco can make up with the shortcomings and build upon your strength. Indeed, there are countless ways the two of you can make complement one another. Though some experimentation, you will come to find the approach that serves you best. Before I forget, I have one last parting gift. A saddlebag for your Choco carrying grass greens about can be quite cumbersome. After all, there should be a significant role in your personal belongings should the need arise. I pray you serve you in your travels. Shame, ain't it? I guess I get no more greens, for now, at least. Stay your business, adventurer. So this is the one which can sent me. I haven't the foggiest what you see in you, and until I do, you will receive no aid from me. Persistent bugger. Very well. Let's have a look at you. You've seen your share of battles. There's no mistaking that, and you did manage to obtain the egg. However, that was not more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The Noah once fought also believed that his strength would save him. He was wrong, and now I am not. Many years ago, I joined the company Heroes to hone my skills instead of challenging my predecessors before I was ready. Even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patient and cunning and pragmatic. That is why I claimed my position, and it was why I still hold it, and it is why I will not help in unproven wealth. The children of the sands do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. However, if you were recognized as a skilled hunter in your own right, it would be permissible to assist you. Across the desert to the east lies a Malja encampment. There dwells a warrior renowned both for his strength and his skill to even face his Amaja in battle. You must first find a way to lure him away from the encampment. This will be your test to draw out and defeat the veteran for this. I will offer you no advice, only this worn spear. Why, you ask? You will have to solve the riddle yourself. Now go and slay this warrior. Bring me his necklace. Kelly's. I don't know. I prefer the desert over the forest. Night skies. Should be colder, you know, the normal. I thought I could climb over that. I guess not. Let me adventure. Is our old nemesis dead? 'Tis a fine necklace, as befits a veteran of countless battles. It will make an excellent trophy. The spear, it belonged to one of his brothers. I knew it when he spied it from afar. He would be unable to resist venturing outside the encampment to see it for himself. Did you discern my intent, or was it dumb luck, I wonder? Either way, you impress me, adventurer. I shall tell you of the ingredient you seek. I'm actually gonna get that one. A shame we did not meet when I was still in the company of heroes. You would have made a fine recruit, but no point dwelling on what cannot be. You have a will worn to hunt. Sandworms slither bizarrely across the desert dunes, but woodwork worms are far fewer in number. Rarity breeds demand, and so their meat is highly prized as a delicacy. The only way to catch your curry is to entice it with something it cannot resist. These worms prey on smaller creatures of the Sagui. A freshly slaughtered angler carcass would be my choice of bait. There is an area teeming with anglers to the east. I will mark it upon your map along the location of where woodwork worms are most frequently sighted. Be warned, the blood will drive the worm into a feeding frenzy. If your skills are lacking, you will devour you. It will devour you as well. Gosh. Oh, wrong thing. I know it's no way. Oh, that's what it is. Well, have you caught the curry then? Your skill as a hunter rival those of our best. I applaud your success. The meat will need to be heavily smoked before I ship it to Westcott. Worry not, you have my word that it will be in time for the banquet. You must be eager to obtain the third ingredient. I regret to say that I know not of this location. For the nonce, you should return to Code de Sal and seek Western Council. But hold a moment, since you will be meeting Captain again soon, there is something I would like to deliver to you. Grab these two. Oh, sweet, got mantra. The captain always fond of brand wine. I would be grateful if you could deliver it on my behalf. I was reckless, angry youth when I first joined the company, and he would have been well within his rights to cast me out. Everything I owe to his wisdom and generosity. Wishkin was a firm yet fair teacher, an expert molder of men, and I suspect that is still the case now. Please give him my regards. No, it's up here. Well, since I don't have to read comments anymore. Much better. Much better. Oh, Matt. Langdon and Noda both spoke highly of you. What brings you here today? Ah, my favorite. I shall have to thank the Null personally. Now you have been but one degree to the left. Fortunately, you will not have to travel to Aldenard this time to obtain it. Truth be told, I never intended for you to collect this last ingredient. Brayflox, my old quartermaster, wished to bring it to Colossus himself. However, not long ago, she sent word that there's been some trouble at the long stop and that the delivery would be delayed indefinitely. She told me nothing of the incident itself, but I fear the situation may be dire. Though I would like nothing more than to aid her myself, I have no choice but to turn to you and your allies. Make haste to the Hidden Falls docks and speak with Ozen Nazan, who will direct you to Range Catcher Gully, where Brave Fox and her people have made their home. What's the hurry, Ventura? Something happened over Goblin's statement. I don't know why you're so eager to help a bunch of V-Spin, but go and talk to the skipper over yonder. She'll ferry you over to Regina's Gully. things we do for cheese. On this note, let me get some to eat myself. One has returned with delicacies. Oh, Muggy. Nothing. Today's Sunday, isn't it, Muggy?
Huh?
So today is Sunday, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Tom Claps of Wesker has been reaching ears of Bray Fox. Uplanders is coming for the tasty fresh Scott trees. Yes. Quest prize of Uplanders deep and long stop. Flighty beast chase flock from home. Gobby flock and these goodly
What
Uplander
the?
give safely long stop with much hand ending. Gosh, that was a hard read. Good old wait time to queue in.
You. What are you? Don't hurt me no more. What you done?
Yeah, I'm here.
Disgusting.
Okay.
And I have a new monster player's Destiny.
not an old dragon. Oh, that's auto attack. There's a lot of cat people in here. That was inconsiderate of him. He just ran forward. Goodly Uplander has thanks for of God flock. Fighty Beast was trickiest foe. Uplander outwitted with plans making. Uplander has goodly head for a fighty think. Billy Fox happily gives tasty, fresh gobby treats to clever Uplander. Cheese is stinky sweet gob tree. Special make with Suki Gab trees. No party complete without Gabi Gouda. Bray Fallox every say. Oh, done did that wrong. I'm going to rearrange all those. I gather you saw Ray Fox was deplorable. By the gods, that's unholy stench. This is definitely goblin cheese. Judging from the smell, this should be good, be quite flavorful. How's it made? It's best you remain ignorant to such things. I still remember when I wondered what kind of milk they use. Bravo. Thanks to you, our guests shall be honored with this marvelous banquet. But what's good is an exotic feast with an equally exotic appetite. Luckily, I know just the person to ask. Make your way to Wine Port and seek Shamani Lomani, another former member of the company. All you have to do is give him this order slip and he'll take care of the rest. Oh, and if you're wondering if this is merely a ploy to test your patience, I assure you I do actually need that one. And while you're there, give Shamani Lamani my regards. Why didn't I go there? Okay. You could have said, while you up there getting cheese, you could have, definitely go and get the wine too. Cheese and wine go together. Chocobo Porter. Tune myself with the crystal. Check what God-forsaken quest she has. Treasure and tribulations. Ignore for now. Sweet grime and blood. Hey, you reek of blood. An adventurer, unless I am mistaken, what brings you to Wineport? An order? Let me guess. A request for the finest vintage I can muster. The paper smells of bloom and perfume, close de la soul. And there is also the unmistakable odor of goblin cheese. Yes, Master Genju would not settle for anything less than the best. That's Diet's worthy, and his crew must be quite busy preparing an exotic feast, hence his decision to rely on a venturer. Ah, but perhaps you are confused. This display of dedication was not intended to impress you. When one loses his vision, he is forced to compensate in other ways, but you've no interest in my affairs. You wish only to discuss the wine, I suspect.
Who are you talking to?
Who are you talking to?
Who are you talking to? Now die.
Life can be so delightfully unpredictable. I always had a passion for wine, but it wasn't until I was forced to retire that I could pursue it as more than a mere hobby. It wouldn't have been possible if not for the savings I amassed during my time as a mercenary. Of course, say what you will about the nature of that work, none can deny that it pays well. Ah, but you grow impatient, and whiskey must have his wine. Herein lies the problem. Nothing in my passion is of significant quality for this occasion. The best vintage in town is hoarded by Belgrand, who owns and operates the largest winery in Valbrand. Somehow, I doubt he will representative to your request, but given the circumstances, we must needs beg his assistance. I'm not begging no one. I'm just gonna steal the wine. Oh, this is nice. What rank amateur bottle this wine? The impurities have rendered it nigh undrinkable. Dismissal is too good for the man responsible. He should be made to drink every drop of this polluted swallow. What is it? I'm in the middle of an important discussion, and I do not care for interruptions. The that neophyte Ventor beg you speak with me? Ha! Neither you nor his friend has the palate to appreciate the subtle qualities of my private stock. I would soon serve you Gubu or urine than sell you my worst vintage. Be gone from my sight. Oh yeah, knew it. Need to still. I take it he said no. Really? In those words? Well, I can't say that I'm surprised. Well, there's no denying his passion and skill. The wine baron of Limsa, Laminsa is not a man known for his tact. Very well, we shall have to take an alternative approach. There's a chance, however small, that another resident of a wine port can furnish us with a suitable wine. In fact, had you come several years ago, I guarantee this would not be a problem. Alas, the quality of our product has declined significantly in recent years. The only breeds cultivated these days are commonly lowland vines, which isn't to say that their grapes are of poor quality, only that we have known better. Long ago, the vineyards of Wineport crossbred several species and produced a grape-bearing vine of never-before-seen quality. Butcher's grapes were once the pride of this town, as they were used to produce vintage, which surprised all others. This includes the most aromatic and most complex, the most flavorful of all wine. The legendary Bushra wine was born right here in Wineport. Pardon my enthusiasm. You see, I once had the privilege to sample that particular wine. It was an otherworldly experience. In that moment, I felt as though I had tasted the nectar of the gods themselves. I transcended my mortal flesh and was one with all creation. But as is all too often said, the calamity changed that. The Bristol vineyards were completely destroyed, along with much of the existing stock of Bristol wine. What little remains is closely guarded by its owners, for it can no longer be made. If we cannot convince Berger to part with his wine, our next best option, as ridiculous as it sounds, is to find someone who has a bottle of Bush wine and to offer them every gill they can spare. I've heard rumors that one of the vineyards trending the vineyard might have once owned a bottle. Perhaps you could start by speaking with them. You're about to disappear in a second. Okay, you can go, Kellys. What do I have wine? I wish I never had the chance to try it myself. Sorry, friend, but you're a few years too late.
Dude, my bad. I left him.
House. Maggie,
Yes?
what are you doing?
I have no idea.
Can you do it quietly?
No. I'm just gonna yes.
Oh, okay. I'm just too stubborn to give up. Don't remind me. Used to have a cellar filled with good stuff. Thought I could keep the wine safe from thieves and the elements. Never counted on a bloody primer blowing up my house. You know, like, most regrettable, but we had to try. But wine would have been perfect for the equation. Though I must confess, my certitude could be due in part to my proposal. History of the beverage. It is, after all, a very reason I decided to become an inventor. After Titan blinded me in our battle beneath Old Garma, I fell into a deep depression. It wasn't until I tasted wine for the first time that I realized there was still so much I could experience, even in my condition. It helped me to find a new direction in life. It breaks my heart to think that wondrous ambrosia, which once filled me with hope, may be forever lost to us. I must say, this talk of Bourgeois has made me rather nostalgic. Indeed, there is much I miss about my life with the company of heroes. After everything the captain has done for me, I could not bear to disappoint him. I have no fear. I swear that I shall find a suitable wife for this banquet. Though I may need some time to think of the solution. In the meantime, there is a favor I would ask you. 2 years ago, in the deepest depths of my despair, I stumbled across a famed brand as a vagabond drunk. I suspect I was looking for a place to die because I very nearly found one not far from here. It was there that a man named Dress took me in and nursed me back to health, and it was he who gave me the first taste of bushel wine, which helped me to find a new calling. Though I am still a novice in the art of winemaking, I would like him to know that I am pursuing my dream. This wine is my own original creation, and would be most grateful for your delivered it to him in my steed. Dress sometimes work at the Raincatcher Yali Dogs, so perhaps Reskin can tell you where to find him. Oh, that would have been a smart decision, though. Dressed? Oh, you mean the hermit? I tossed him a few gil when we need an extra pair of hands. He doesn't talk about himself, and I'm sure don't ask. When a man got a face with scars like that, you best leave well enough alone. I say, if you've a mind to find him, though, then head southwest to the severed string. It's a nice little hut. Need more proper beds, though. What do you want? Wine? I didn't ask for this. Who said you? I cannot, can't sleep. They won't let me sleep. The midges, the buzzing, it keeps me awake. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I won't fight. I don't want to fight. Please make the buzzing stop. Make the midges go away.
I just got Solstice key fragment for basically doing nothing.
What is basically?
What?
You said basically doing nothing. What is basically?
Literally doing nothing.
What were you doing to do nothing?
I was just standing, I got 5 free fragments. So yeah.
Not so loud anymore. Did you do that? Thank you. You helped me even after what my comrades and I did to your country. We were on a reconnaissance mission when the Maelstrom caught us by surprise. We tried to escape, but the others, no one else survived. I didn't ask for this. I'm not even Garlean. They conquered my land just like they tried to conquer yours. I don't want to die in some blasted jungle halfway around the world. I just want to go home. I wish to thank Shamani for the wine. That was overly kind. Would you be willing to bear a gift back now? Earlier today, a red mantis falls. I collected the sap from nearby palm trees. If placed in coconut shell and stored for a few bells time, it makes for a fine wine. See, it will be ready by now. I left 3 shells out there. Please take them to Charmaine for me. I'm glad he moved on with his life. I hope do one day do the same. You're getting better with those sounds, Muggies.
Wolf, remember, dying is gain. So don't die.
Okay. Spend some time. What news do you have of Dress? Yes, I recall he did have some knowledge of winemaking. A simplistic but nevertheless effective method that utilized the nature properties of palm sap. I shall have enjoyed this batch before it spoils. We are not so different dressing up. 2 men who have long struggled not to let our scars define us. I worry that he has been alone with his thoughts for too long. It's past time I paid paid him a visit. Thank you for looking after him. My guys, listen. I know you're eager to wash your hands of this wine business, but I have just discovered something extraordinary about Dress palm wine. He sealed each coconut shell with a leaf, and a leaf which has a very distinctive shape and unusual odor. I thought I was going mad at first, but now I'm certain. These leaves are Bosch's grapevine. Do you know what this means? Somewhere in Raincatcher's Gully, the legendary vine still grows. If we could obtain a cutting, we could revive the butterfly industry. We must know where Dress found these leaves. Here, take one of them back to him and see what he remembers. Gosh. Hello again. What is it? It's just a leaf, isn't it? I only chose it because it was pretty. Didn't know it was rare. I found them near the Juggernauts to the south, but I didn't see any grapes to find. I saw fresh Scooby-Doo tracks, though. Maybe the leaves came from vines growing on the back of one of such beasts. If you go look for it, please be careful. Some gaboos are more territorial than others, and you may have to defend yourself. They did just have to tell you anything. That's right. The smell of the texture I hold in my hand, special grapevine cutting. Come now, enough of this nonsense. I've heard talk of your discovery, and I refuse to believe that a company adventurer and an obvious adventurer could. Well, that's my witness. It is a grapevine. Wherever did you find this fantastic specimen? What, you would offer this to me, but why? This is no better position to reconstruct the monstrous Veyard than you, Master Baragon. You have the resources, the knowledge, and the passion to do so. It would be selfish of me to keep this cutting. I never knew you cared so deeply about your craft. Thank you, good sir. You will not squander this gift. In just a few years' time, I swear that every tavern across Eorzea would once again be humming for a cask of wine ports to legendary wine. Sir, you needn't wait. The shape of this bottle, the scent of this label, this couldn't possibly be a 1547 Bush, but that's impossible. This vintage has not been seen since years before the calamity. It was the crown jewel of my personal collection. For years, debated opening it, wondering if today or tomorrow would be the ideal time, but I realized that it was never meant for me. It should be savored by the savior of the wine pour, I say. He was made us an offer we can't refuse. Master gives you will find no finer wine. You have forever changed wine pour. Thank you for your kindness and your generosity. But you do not permit me to delay any longer. Pray delivery of the wine, do not cap whiskey. Well, yes, I would very much like to drink it, but I am a patient man. I have faith that one day I shall have another opportunity to taste perfection.
Wanna do the prophecy dungeon?
So what of the wine I asked you to bring? So this is a 4057 brush. Even I know how rare this ad is. I have to admit, I didn't think you had it in you, but congratulations. Thanks to you, this will be the most luxurious feast in Costa del Sol has ever seen in years. Consider the lengths you went to. I hope our guests appreciate it. Speaking of which, your associate arrived a short while ago. She appears to be growing somewhat impatient. Perhaps you could tell her that the banquet is about to begin.
What?
What?
Huh. Nani?
You have the look of a woman who has been to the seventh and back. That a guest should be expected to supply a entrance for a banquet held in her honor. Oh, honor. This while the shadow of Titan looms over us all. It beggars belief. I can only applaud your stoicism. Had I been asked to endure such ignominy, I fear I should have accepted my lot with less grace. Ladies, impressive form. 1,000 pardons for this extreme curiosity. I was wholly unaware of your true identity, madam. Had I known, I would never have permitted my men to subject you to such unspeakable ideals. Come now, she must have said something was amiss. You didn't seriously think I would send you running to the length and breadth of Bayose for a banquet, did you? Spare her your mockery, Captain. Your intent was unclear to me until this moment, and unlike me, has no knowledge of your traditions. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten her. Aye, fair. There is no sense in hiding it any longer. We 5 were chosen by our brothers and sisters, and before the company of pharaohs disbanded, we each swore some oath that any who would follow in our footsteps must be weighed and measured, not by their reputation, but by their deeds. Each man would judge these would be good God slayers by his own criteria. If everyone found her wanting, she would be rejected without a second thought. But if she proved herself worthy, we swore that we would do our utmost to support her cause.
Why are you reading?
I'm gonna mute you, Muggy. The deed has been done. The world has ever been full of brave souls eager to give their lives for a righteous cause, but all too few capable of making a difference with their sacrifice and send wave after wave of hapless adventurers into the jaws of a foe against whom they have no hope of victory or is worse than futile. Titan is not one to be challenged lightly, and we will not be complacent in the deaths of the unworthy. Which is why the five of you deny the test with such commendable thoroughness. Time well spent, I am sure, but tell us, Captain, what is the assessment of you and your fellows? She's a brave one, that much is certain. She's willing to walk into the midst of danger despite my repeated warnings that it could cost her her life. She's skilled and undeniable. She stalked her prey as relentless as any child of the sand and stuck with precision when an opportunity presented itself. Too many adventurers these days care only for fortune and glory. However, it is a kind and generous soul. I am certain she has no shortage of loyal allies who will gladly fight at her side. Willie Uplander is talentful plans maker, tricksy foe for mighty rockman. I can only concur with my colleagues' assessments. We five of the company here hereby judge you worthy challenger. Cast down the Lord of Crags and write a new chapter in the history of Eorzea. With the formalities out of the way, let the festivals begin. Summon the dancers, pour the wine. Eat, drink, and be merry, my friend, for today we celebrate the birth of a new legend, Titan's Bane. Congratulations, Wheatling. Now relax and enjoy the show. It's only just begun. The cheese kind of scares me. Okay, I can now unmute Muggy. Probably. When you face the Lord of Crags, think not of Lucas or other areas or anything beyond his chamber. Think only of the men who are by your side. Fight for them, they will fight for you. Remember that no greater victory was ever achieved alone. Speaking of greater victory, that's supposed to be there. Gully Uplander must be facing mighty Rockman with clever fighty thing. Gutflog cannot be coming to rescue this time. Ah, you Wraithful. Promise me that when you meet Titan, you'll look him in the eye and tell him Anderson his regards. You are a veteran of countless battles. This is but one more. Trust in your experience and you will prevail. You are blessed with the fortitude that to rival the earth itself. Titan will struggle to break you, I think. You are kind and indulge them. This banquet is as much for the company as it is for you, whatever they may claim. I do not deny that they mean well, but scarcely now is scarcely the time for celebration. Though they have all but pronounced you the victor, the battle with Titan has yet to begin. The hour has come for a good captain to make good on his promise. We must speak with him again. You must be easy to face Titan. As promised, I'll show you the way there. Travel to Bronze Lake and Upper Lake Nausea. There you will meet with Thrall, another man who once served with the company. To ensure that this knowledge does not fall into the wrong hands, he will remain in hiding until you give in the correct signal. Give me your map. You must whistle loudly at the 3 locations I marked. Only then he will appear to meet you at the 4th location. I realize this may seem excessive now, but you will see that it's more than reasonable once you comprehend the risk inherent in our method. You know, might you be the one the cap said would come calling? Hey, I thought so. Pay attention now, cause I explained it myself twice. Years ago, when we was weighing up how to get Titan, how to get to Titan, one of our scouts stumbled across this beastman Aetheryte. See, what's that look for? Not familiar with him? He speaks of an unamplified Aetheryte, which has been claimed by a beast tribe. Least you wonder there is no fundamental difference between such Aetherytes and those which you have used in countless occasions. Ah, well, if it isn't Charlene Lass, welcome back. Forgive me for interrupting. I had planned to await your report, but I succumbed to curiosity. The tunnels beneath Ogre form a bewildering labyrinth that no outsider have ever fully explored. How the company here managed to navigate it is a mystery I have one renowned. Give us a bit of credit, love. We weren't drafty enough to try going in the front. The kobolds are always digging new tunnels and filling the old ones with traps. One wrong step and the next thing you know, we got 100 tonsies of rock on your noggin. Suicide it to even try to see. Funny thing was, the kobolds didn't seem to have no trouble finding their way around, and it was that as got us thinking. I mean, Ogre mines are like blooding cities, ain't it that? Ain't they? And getting around the city that big would be a right pain, and if you didn't have internet when you it, so it's the reason that the Cobalt must have one, didn't it? Even if there were Aetheryte shards in the depths of Ogram, you would have needed to attune yourself to them before you could identify their signatures within the life stream. Ah, well, that's where you're wrong, love. We had the Charlene's Bro block to help. See, delivered us right into Titan's bedchamber. He did. I didn't rightly know how he did it, but I do remember him saying it were nothing any Charlene Scarlet worth her salt could manage. Did he now? Location of a beacon in absence of a known signature might be possible if the authors in question happen to be yes. But in order to guide a traveler to said beacon safely, a second party would be required too. Is it possible in It is possible in theory at least, yet I cannot be certain until I try. Plainly, all will depend upon whether or not I am worth my salt. Oh, you are, Laz. Don't you worry about that. Have a bit of faith in yourself. Why don't we all go to Zone's Run and take a closer look at the Aetheryte? It ain't fair, though. There's sure to be a few kobolds blocking the way, not you can't handle mine. this is the Aetheryte the company heroes used to gain access to Titan Sanctuary. It is a Paplamio Spectre. In its present state, the Aetheryte signal will not be strong enough for our purpose. I may, however, be able to use my own energies to amplify it. Alas, the task will monopolize my attention for the duration. It seems you will have to proceed without me. I must needs remain here and supplement the beacon's power, lest you be denied your only path to escape. Fear not, I will summon the Maelstrom forces stationed nearby to protect us. With effort, it is possible that I may be able to stabilize the Aetheryte signal and thereby join you. I'll be belatedly until such times as I do. You will be on your own. Now let's see if I am worth my salt. I've located another beacon, one far below the mountain. I can only speculate as to what you will find there. So, then not in your preparation.